Hey, it's me again. And we're down to the last week. We'll be heading out on Monday, not tomorrow, but the Monday after tomorrow. So things are getting pretty emptied out. We're cleaning things up and packing up the last few things, and yeah, so that's what's going on right now. It's definitely a strange feeling having all the animals gone. As you can see there in the background is our empty chicken coop. And then over here, this was my barn. And this is the barnyard here. Right here behind me. And then the pasture. Out there yet some more. All that back there. So it's just kind of a strange feeling. You wake up in the morning and think, oh, there's something I should be doing, or you eat supper, and then after supper it's just like, I should go outside and do something because I've been doing chores twice a day for years. So yeah, it's definitely a pretty incredible, pretty strange feeling. So tomorrow I'll be packing up a bunch of stuff, and hopefully I can get some of that filmed and put it into this video. And this video will be mostly about moving, I think. Packing stuff up and getting ready. Okay, so here we are. I climbed up to the top of the windmill so we can get a little bit of a different perspective on the valley from here. Way over there is my barn that I grew animals in. That's our shop, our shed there, our house there, and then this up here is just area that we gardened when we did produce. And then this right over here, you can see there on the top of the screen, is my brother's house. So he just lives just over the hill from us. And right here is me hanging out at the top of a windmill. Okay, here's the trailer full of boxes. Well, not quite, but just about. This is going to be the second load we've sent so far. Okay, loading up the outside trailer with all our garden stuff and greenhouse stuff and outside stuff. So that's it. Okay, so we made it to Ohio. And unfortunately, I didn't get very many videos of loading trailers or even of the trip out here because we were busy and there was a lot of people around. So I guess I'll just get some more videos here from the Ohio side, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm making a compost pile here. I have some old bedding cleaned out of the barn there. And behind me here I have a pile of weeds that I picked from the garden. And then over here I have kitchen scraps and grass. So I'll just start by layering all this stuff on there. And then I'll just keep building layers like this and build the pile on up. And then I'll just keep building it until all my materials are used up. And then in probably a week, I'll come out here and turn it again. So I just cut down a bunch of grass with my scythe from the pasture. And now I'm gonna mulch these tomatoes here with it. So I just finished peeling all the sod off of this bed, and now I'm going to use my digging fork and loosen up all the dirt so that the water can get down in there and plant roots and everything, so that the dirt's nice and loose. Okay, so now that I have all the dirt dug up, I'm going to use my hoe and my rake to chop up the clumps and smooth it out. Now you might notice that the clods here are pretty big, but I'm not trying to work up a fine seed bed. I was just trying to flatten it out enough so that I can put peat moss over it, sand, and that's what the plants will actually be growing in, is in the peat moss and sand. So I was just trying to smooth it out, make it nice to put mulch on. Okay, so now I have everything ready to plant potatoes. I put down this grass that I sived from the field over there, and then I have my potatoes here in this crate, and then I have a bag of peat moss there to put on top of them when I'm done. So the idea here is that the potatoes won't actually be growing in the dirt. The potatoes will be growing in the grass and the peat moss, so they'll be a lot easier to dig. And it'll also be easier for the plant to make potatoes, so hopefully that means it'll make more potatoes. Okay, so I also planted some potatoes in the dirt, like normal, and then we'll hill dirt up against them. And I'm going to compare the yield of these bags. I have two of them. I planted another one over in the other garden. And I'm going to compare the yield of these two beds when we dig them out. And also I'm going to compare the time that it takes to dig them. So here it is, and I'm ready to put on the peat moss. Okay, so I got all the peat moss down, and it's pretty dry, so I'm going to water it all down. My cucumbers are coming up, and I just planted them 3 days ago, and they're coming up already. See right there? Little cucumber coming up, and here's another one. Boy, that's exciting.